Put my heart and soul in, so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Look at me. Score.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
You don't want that? Ready.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
X3, 218, chop. Hey, Haywood.
Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man Johnson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Now this time he'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Ready. 10 logo.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunky yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
This could very well be 4-down territory, but right now we focus on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Switch gears.
Go on.
Now they try the right side here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready, set.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's the 2nd and 7. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Colts nothing.
And Lambo now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go. 60, orange. Watch the screen. 36. Ready.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he's got some space here. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Ready.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Check, 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 check.
6-6. Pull it high. Hey, orbit. 5.
To throw on 3rd down. Lawrence going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, here we go. Oh, 55 is mine, guys. 55. It's our field.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Johnson's got it complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Down. 90. Wolf. Curry. Showing up. Showing up. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Kill. Ready, go.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Alert, flare, alert. You're out.
From the gun, Love. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Go on. Big grip.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 21-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
At the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right.
Looking to throw. Love. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. We'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you talk about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
15 line. 15 line. Two-jet bomb. Hit it.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This quarterback now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Hines. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Love is going to float this over the middle deep. And that's caught inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run with Hines. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. Third your pace, let's go.
On first down, Love. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
On the double.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now this throw caught left side, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Rock, 2.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Abuka able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Hey, I 7. Go.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day.
From the gun, Lawrence. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Set
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 78 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
You draw corker. Hey, echo.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. 39 yards there. A big one.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Here goes, 90, Wolf. Hey, team 6, team 6.
Go. Go.
5.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence. It's Hill. Complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
Ready to break.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 3. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Off play action. Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Check 24.
80 weapons.
Under 10.
Bravo.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. To throw on second down. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a give right side. Hines, and he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. He's going to loft one deep left side. And this is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Tyreek Hill on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Come on,
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
hustle, hustle.
Right there in the middle, 55.
Leo.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. We'll call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
when you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Look at me. Door.
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it, and the Colts pick it up. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over.
Out, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. They find some open field here. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Now it's Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Second and 2. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. He's tired of me.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Check, lucky. Ready.
This is Hines. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Heavy on the edges. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Okay, ready. Mark 4. Here we go. Check 15, check 15. Check the hot read. 80 weapon. Wahoo. Let's go.
On 1st down, Love. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
You're out. Check. Hey, watch this. Protein spill. Deuce. Ready, go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from long, very long range. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
General Woods. Go, go.
Alert 3. Mark 55. Mark 55. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Hey, Charlie. Go.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. And the catch made by Johnson. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it.
58, come on.
Hey, shoot.
58, boy.
Yeah, yeah.
Here we go. 58, right over there, Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He's got the first down inside the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts. Maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea to try and get themselves settled, because we're in OT. This is big time.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat.
Look, squeeze.
Watch out.
Now.
2nd and 4. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So they say forget the field goal and the lead. They're going for the win in OT here on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check, check, check. Blue dot working, blue dot working. SOS. Check, 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 check. Stand, go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
Delta. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Mike 8. Mike 8. I got one. Orbit. Mike 8. You don't want nothing.
From the gun, Love. Catch made here by Campbell. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Check nickel. General, West. Showing it. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Love. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
He's crashing. 66. Bullet high. Ready, go.
To throw again. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now we're going to get a timeout with 5 seconds left here in overtime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check the backer. Go.
Operating from the gun. Love. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs rolled around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us.
True.
We came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it.